First question, they want to know if after we solve for y, we end up with negative 64 equals 64. What does this mean? Does it mean we made a mistake? The answer is all real numbers, the answer is no solution, or the answer is negative 64 and 64. So let's go through this so you can see. First, you want to get rid of distributive property, get rid of the parentheses. So that's going to give you 8y minus 64 equals, here we're going to multiply the 8 throughout, 8y plus 64. We're going to get rid of the 8y, so I'm going to move it over. Opposite of adding 8y is to subtract 8y. I'm going to subtract it from both sides. Notice what happens. It goes away here, it goes away here. So that's how they got the negative 64 equals 64. Now, is that a true statement? No, that's a false statement. So, and there's no y. So we didn't make a mistake. And it can't be y equals negative 64 and 64 because the y's gone. So there's no y to equal. So it's either all real numbers or no solutions. Well, this isn't a true statement. Negative 64 does not equal 64. So which one sounds more like a false statement? Everything, all real numbers, or no solution? This would be no solution, okay? If it were 64 equals 64, then that would be all real numbers because that's a true statement. False statement, no solution. True statement, all real numbers. So here we're going to actually solve this. So there's no fractions, no decimals. We're going to multiply the 9 throughout. So 9 times y is 9y. 9 times negative 9 is negative 81. Bring down the plus 2 equals 9y minus 79. Let's collect like terms on that left side. Negative 81 plus 2. Those are like terms. Signs are different. Subtract. Take the sign of the larger, so it's going to be a negative. And 81 minus 2 will give us 79. Now notice something. Is everything on the left exactly like everything on the right? It is. So that means everything is going to cancel. But let me show you. I'm going to move the y's to the left. So I do the opposite of adding y, subtract y. So when I subtract y on both sides, I'm left with negative 79 equals negative 79. There's no y. So you can't have an answer. It's either going to be no solution or all real numbers. So this is a true statement. So this is all real numbers, but look how they changed it up. They said there are two solutions. No, it's all real numbers, so it's any real number will work. There is one solution. No, because any real number will work. So, and there's millions of real numbers. One solution would be if we got y equals 5. There are no solutions. Well, that's a true statement. So here's how they said all real numbers. This time a little bit different. They said there are an infinite number of solutions. That means all real numbers. There's no stopping because we have an infinite means forever. We're following the steps again. There's no fractions, no decimals. We're going to use distributive property, multiply, to get rid of our parentheses. So on the left, I have 11x minus 9 equals 6x plus 24. And then bring down my plus 5x minus 32. So I multiplied the 6 times that x plus 4, and that's how I got the 6x plus 24. Now on the left, 11x minus 9, there's no like terms. On the right, we have a 6x and a 5x. Well, that's going to give us an 11x. And then we have 24 minus 32. Those are the constant terms. Signs are different, so we subtract. Take the sign of the larger, and that would be, what, 8? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, yes, minus 8. Now, these are not exactly alike, right? So we're going to subtract 11x from both sides. The x's go away on both sides. So that leaves us negative 9 minus 8. I'll put an equal sign. Negative 9 equals minus 8, or negative 8. That's a false statement. So that's going to be no solution. And here, again, they had different ways of saying it. One solution, that's if we still had an x and we got x equals some number. Many solutions is another way to say all real numbers, or infinite number of solutions. But our answer is no solution.